Hey guys, welcome back to the Friday night live stream. Welcome everyone if you are new here for the first time, and if you're catching us on the replay, sit back, relax, and enjoy the stream. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, see me okay. If it's too loud, too quiet, let me know. I will make adjustments. But hopefully everything is working appropriately. Look, you turn it down a tiny bit.
Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah. Hey everyone, welcome. Sounds good? Okay. I was trying to tweak around the adjustments for the audio, make sure it get the best sounding quality without it being too loud or distorted, but that way I don't have to talk right on top of it. So glad to see everyone here tonight. This is just a what I like to call a hangout session. We're just going to hang out, talk about a few different things. I do have a couple topics to discuss, nothing of super importance, just things that we could kind of chip in our opinion on. And a little bit later on in the stream, I will be having a special guest joining us as well. You've seen them on the stream before and on my channel videos last year, but we will bring them on in a little bit. So for now, it's just me and you. So welcome everyone. I'm going to do my best to try to respond to your comments if I do miss them. Obviously, it's not intentional, but I'm going to be a little bit preoccupied with talking and checking on the stream here and everything else. So let me get this going here. There we go. So hopefully everyone had a decent week. Thankfully, it is Friday. And what we like to say here is Friday night's party night. And our party night is here, hanging out at home. I wanted to hang out with you guys. And of course, my nose is starting to run right now. Great. So I am going to excuse myself for one moment. That way I'm not sniffling in the microphone, and I will be right back. All right. Sorry about that. Much better now. So I got my beverage for tonight, at least for now. Diet Mountain Dew. It's been one of those days you just want to unwind with your favorite beverage and just have a relaxing evening. Like the train picture to my right. Do you mean that one or that one? I have a couple of them here. So how many people are we got in here right now? I'm trying to see. 89 people? Okay. Not bad for just starting out. Now, yesterday I did skip a day with content. I was going to do a chow time episode. Honestly, I just wasn't feeling it. I just wanted to have some downtime. I was busy all week editing and filming other content, which I still need to edit. And I just needed to take one day for myself, which I did that yesterday. So I didn't do any type of, video as far as upload or live stream. I know a few people did reach out asking if everything was okay, but that's all that happened. Just needed a day for myself to kind of, recuperate, catch up on things. I did go out and film yesterday and got some great content to share with you guys in the future. But as far as editing and uploading and doing any type of live streams, I just wanted to take the night off. But hopefully I'll make up for it tonight as we get to hang out on a Friday night, just have a good time with a great group of family and friends. So so we got Katie's in here. I saw the CGI guy, David, Marty, Jill, Adam, Rob, Barbara. Got Nick, Stephanie, Patricia, Railroad Preserver, EFOG. And EFOG, I believe I got your package today too. So They will be opening that on Sunday. Sally's here. Glad to see you made it to the stream. Where's the cat? They are currently eating, so I'm not going to disturb them. Tom is here. Edith. Ads is here. Alicia. Thanks, Judy. Jacob's here. Dex is here, better known as Becky. So glad to see everyone tuning in tonight and coming to hang out. In the meantime, I do need to get something popped up on my screen here, so let me just take care of that as we are also continuing to go live, just so I can get my guest ready for their entrance in a little bit. And of course, Jinx is now coming over. He's okay for the moment. He's gonna go play with Lily now.
Being cooperative, actually.
Yeah, for once. And if you can't tell, too, I am wearing one of my new merchandise items, my Nature's Carpet. It's available on hoodies, t-shirts for men, women, and children. So you can always check that out on my merchandise shop, as well as my Chow Time with JP merchandise as well. And I'm actually making another new logo as well, which is going to say Nature's Carpet with the wording, and the wording is going to be colored like Nature's Carpet. So that's currently in the works. That'll be coming out too. And they're really comfortable and warm and great for chilly days like we had today. It's actually been snowing off and on today, and it doesn't seem like middle of April. So you're going to take that off too? Depends how warm I get. You guys got to make sure you don't work me up too much. And anytime, though, if you need me to make any adjustments with the lighting or the audio, feel free to let me know. I know sometimes the audio might get, out of whack if I'm too far away or talk too quiet, but I will do my best to monitor it and make sure it's all looking and sounding good for you guys, because I do try to keep my best tabs on stuff like that. I don't like listening to a video that's too quiet or too loud. So now we got Monica's in the house. David Brennan's here. And Zoria's here. You had me when I spotted that Christmas story poster in the background. Cat shut up and my brain exploded. Oh boy, overload. And speaking of cats, now if you guys are not used to seeing Jinx, he is one of two cats, and he loves to be on camera. Every Sunday night, he makes an appearance, usually multiple times, and sometimes doesn't know when to leave. And he loves using my microphone stand as a scratching post for his head. Don't step on the keyboard. The only thing I'm worried about is him ending the stream. And he usually never shows his good side. It's always his behind. But hey, Jennifer P's here. Who else is here? Am I missing? Edith is here. We got Jacob Poucher. Coleridge and Ryder. You don't have a YouTuber membership? No, I didn't set that up, Cole. Or should say Tim. Retromantic's here. And Tim, the reason I didn't set one of those up is because I do have Patreon where people donate to get access to content. So I didn't really want to try to milk people for more money, just to have certain benefits on my channel. But, if there's enough interest down the road, I may do that. Jinx, what are you doing? I could probably hear you purring. And he loves trying to wear the lamp right here, which I keep trying to tell him it's fragile, but he doesn't listen. You're going to get down? Come on. They don't want to see your butt in the air. Okay, if you're going to sit, then sit. Or get down. There you go. Okay. Hi, Alex or JP. I'm not sure who Alex is. Need to put the Jason mask on the cat. A little big, but it would be a funny look. What are you doing with the wires, Jinx?
Come on, Jinxie.
Oh, this cat is going to give me more gray hairs. Hang on one second. All right, this is not going as smooth as I was hoping.
You need him over here?
No, he's below the cat tower now. The problems with going live. Got Jennifer Butcher's here. Melissa's here. You haven't missed much, Melissa. I'm just kind of tending to the cat, so to speak. Stephanie Candella's here. Peek inside, Go City Shelton. 7 cats. I can't imagine having 7 cats.
Maybe pull it off.
Doesn't mean we could. Hey, Kelly. Drone footage of the graffiti highway was amazing. Thank you. Yeah, it really showed not only the graffiti, but the outcome of them dumping 150 loads of dirt. So it's a unique perspective. Lily's watching Ray. Yes. I guess you could hear it in the background. We don't have cable, so we have Netflix, YouTube, and we have boatloads of DVDs. And one of our favorites is watching the seasons of Everyone Loves Ray. She could probably quote most of the episodes. And for the person who's supposed to be coming on with me, if you are watching, check your Facebook Messenger, as I did send you a message. Well, personally, for me, I'm not a big fan of graffiti, especially when it comes to historic locations, but there are exceptions, and I think Graffiti Highway was one of them. I'd rather see people tag up a closed down section of road that's never going to reopen rather than buildings or train cars or public streets. So I think it was good to have a confined area for people to leave their names or artwork or whatever they want to put down, but it needed to be done in a controlled manner, and that didn't happen. Like I said, if they were able to fence off Graffiti Highway and put up some type of security, have you sign a waiver, pay an admission, I think it could be successful. The company would make money. People would still attend. They would draw tourism to the area. They would draw, income to the surrounding towns, but they didn't go that route. But the potential was there. Going to be outside tonight, Cynthia? No. I mean, can't really do much outside at night. Can't go anywhere, So I will be outside sometimes, sitting by the fire and stuff like that, but it's wet outside. It was snowing off and on. And in order for me to have a special guest, I need to stream from my studio so they could be on the stream as well. Running past the statue. Oh, yeah, that was a few weeks ago. That was my last dry stream I did. I was pretty much all alone in downtown Scranton. That was a fun stream. My last walking stream, though, I was this past week, actually, earlier this week, I should say. I think it was Tuesday. Walking along the Heritage Trail and found some more QT sightings and the abandoned train bridge that was there, and possibly a pretty cool stone culvert to explore in the future too. So that was a good time. Love a good fire. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had a fire. So other than burning cardboard boxes or something, but 2 inches. It hasn't been warm enough to stick here. It's just been coming down off and on, just making it miserable outside. So just a couple more moments, I will be bringing my special guest on. We are going to discuss a couple things, for the most part, lighthearted things. We don't want to get into any type of negative, serious, anything, that's going to make everybody upset or feel negative. Obviously, nothing about politics or religion. We keep it family friendly and, for the most part, positive and upbeat. But the one thing is going to be related to the outcome of the situation once America kind of opens back up. And the other one will be just our opinions on things we enjoy or like and dislike in a particular famous city that we've both been to. So that, and of course, if you guys have questions or suggestions for conversation topics, you're welcome to share them. We are open to, viewer feedback and conversation, because this whole reason of doing live streams is to talk with you guys. So I have not watched Tiger King, and I will not watch it. I will stand my ground on that. 160 watching now. Nice. Hope you do more product reviews. I'm going to be doing more, Tim. Any particular type of products you want to see? Just out of curiosity. So I'm not the only one who's not going to watch it. Good. Actually, Jill wanted to watch it. I said, no, if you want to watch it, you can watch it by yourself. I'm not watching it with you. So she tried putting on the one night. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I figured we watch like everyone else. I said, no, I'm not watching it. Hey, it's that famous guy off the internet. Phone accessories, camping gear. Okay, I'll see what I can do. I do have in the works to get another more powerful power generator, similar to the one I did a review on, but this one's going to be more powerful, able to power full-size appliances, stuff like that. Also looking to probably get a sports bottle that has a UV light that's supposed to purify water that you collect out while you're hiking or camping. I think I'm going to be getting one of those too. So those are the two next products in the works. I noticed I pick up something else too. Messy actually picked up I ordered a portable scanner radio. It's actually capable of doing much more than just picking up scanner frequencies, but I may do a quick review on that, just showing you, how it looks, how it works, mainly to listen to the train traffic, because I do listen to it on my phone through the scanner app, but I also use my phone to film and do other things, so sometimes it's not always feasible to have the app running. So I picked up my portable scanner to listen to the local traffic so I could make sure I'm aware of when the trains are coming to get down there and capture them. More outdoor cooking, garden, barbecue. I will be doing more of the camp meals. I have a bunch of those. I'm going to order a few more too. Make sure I don't order any vegetarian ones. But those of you who do like when I cook on the camp stove with those camping meals, I have plenty more of those I'll be doing. Some will be on my patio. Some I'll go back out into the woods again and do. But once weather does get more nicer outside, I'll be cooking outside on my grill on the griddle, making like cheesesteaks, maybe some bacon and eggs, stir fried rice and a chicken, stuff like that. But I do have a new munch pack I have to do, which may get done tomorrow, if not probably Tuesday. What beef jerky is best? The kind that tastes good. I'm not a beef jerky connoisseur, so I'm a simple guy. I like Slim Jims. I like Jack Link's teriyaki beef jerky. Whatever is your preference. I personally like beef jerky that's not really hard and tough, though. I like it where it's kind of tender, easy to tear apart. Well, hello once again, Jinxie.
Jinxie.
You gonna say hello this time? No. He came by and
Welcome.
graced us with his presence. Yeah, Katie, who's watching, is pulling an all-nighter because right now I believe it's around 1. Katie, what time is it there? Is it like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, something like that? Hey, Rochelle. Is there a particular day you do the product reviews? Typically on a Tuesday or Thursday. Product reviews are some of my least popular viewed videos, but I still enjoy doing them for multiple reasons. So I put them out on a day when people aren't expected to see an upload. So if I do a product review, either live or edited, they usually come out on Tuesdays or Thursdays, sometime on the weekend, possibly, but usually on an off day from a normal upload. You're all wet too. You're drinking water and you're all wet. Yes, his butt shot. What are you doing? He can't make up his mind. Jinx needs his own show. I've heard that many times.
Get him his own channel.
1:30 a.m. in the UK. Well, I definitely appreciate you guys, staying up. And I'm sure a lot of you, like myself, who can't sleep very good. I have lately. I'm like so cranky because I can't get a good night's sleep, and I don't know what it's from. I don't know if it's the cushioning. I don't know if it's from the pillow I have. I don't know if it's from me. I'm waking up though because I'm a side sleeper, and lately I've been waking up with my shoulders really sore and achy. And I don't know if it's the way I've been laying on them or if it's the cushion or what it is, but I'm just getting a horrible night's sleep. I lay down, been trying to lay down around 11, 12, maybe 1 o'clock at the latest. I'm not falling asleep till 2, 3 in the morning. And then I'm up around 5, 6, or 7. And then I'll lay there for like an hour, fall back to sleep. Then I'll either wake up again soon, or sometimes I sleep too long. I'm sleeping until 11 o'clock in the morning, which I don't want to do. I don't like sleeping in really late because it wastes part of the day, but I just can't get a good solid night's sleep. Jinxie, what is this, like appearance number 10?
Jinxie?
Yes, Jinxie.
Is that what Bella from Scooby-Doo says?
I don't know. I don't watch Scooby-Doo.
Jeez.
Hey, Ashley Brady. And it's definitely not from stress or anything like that going on with the situation at hand. I'm actually quite comfortable mentally, with everything going on. We're doing everything we need to do to, live safely, to still enjoy life, So that's the least of my concerns right now is what's going on in the world. It's just, I don't know. It just something is causing me not to get a good night's sleep, and it's driving me crazy. And I'm not to the point where I'm like cranky and mean to people. I don't feel rested. I wake up and it's like, it's like in the afternoon, if I'm watching TV, I feel like I could fall asleep right then and there. But then if I did, I'd be up all night. I just need to work it out. Irritating shoulder by carrying equipment? Not really. I mean, I've been carrying camera equipment for years. So, I mean, if anything, my shoulders and arms should be stronger, and have more endurance, which they do because I've been carrying that equipment for years. So I don't know. Maybe it's growing pains. Maybe just getting old. I don't know. I mean, I'm getting sleep, just not a good night's sleep. So I don't feel groggy during the day or anything like that. Once I'm up and about and moving, I'm okay. But if I lay down and get comfortable watching TV or a movie or something, I feel like I could pass out right then and there. So I usually end up maybe start doing some editing to keep my mind going, or we'll play a board game or something, or play cards, or I'll get a snack, something just to keep me occupied, until it passes. Mary says I'm not getting old, and David says it's getting old. So everyone gets old sooner or later. You turn 38 April 2nd, nearly born April 1st. That's a close call there. So I'm going to send out the invite to our special guest. We're going to get them on board here. And it's not Jinxie, who is back yet again.
Kitty.
You are persistent. I will give you that. His sister Salem wants nothing to do with being on camera. He can't have enough. But let me get what I need to get going here.
He's gone.
And let me send out the invites, and we'll be ready to go. So invite is sent, and we should have them on here in a few moments. Anything there?
Daddy's laying with me again.
Good. Let him lay there. Yes, Monica, just like you. Hey, Zombie, I'll be at your store tomorrow, too. We got to get our bi-weekly grocery list, so maybe I'll see you there, unless you're off. Mountain Dew's loaded with caffeine. Well, this is Diet Mountain Dew. And I don't drink soda typically before going to bed. I'm just one of those moods I want to have a soda tonight, so don't judge. I'm enjoying myself. Hey, Melissa. I'd love a good massage. That would definitely help. That's one thing I need right now is a chiropractor. I used to drive truck. I used to go to a chiropractor regularly, like once a month. And once I stopped driving truck, it got better. So I don't go. But I haven't been to one in years. But I can just feel my neck, especially my neck, but my neck and my shoulders, my back, it's getting tight. It's getting creaky. And I usually crack my neck on my own. But even sometimes move my neck around, I could feel it. It doesn't feel good. I need to get a chiropractor visit because walking around, miles on end, hiking, carrying a heavy backpack of camera gear, it takes its toll, so I need to get straightened out. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to is once everything gets set back up to go visit my local chiropractor. So I do see our special guest is just about ready to go. So we'll bring them on here in just about a moment. Upper back cracked. Yeah. I have, typically it's my lower, or I should say middle to upper left section of my back, right below my shoulder blade. I get a spot there where sometimes I have Jill or somebody kind of almost step on it to put pressure on it to make it crack. And then it feels good. But then a couple days later, but definitely my neck where it meets with my shoulders is really needing it right there. So let me throw the headphones on and get ready to go here. Are you ready to go? Thumbs up? Okay, hang on. I sound really loud for some reason. Give me 1 second. I gotta adjust the volume. Revenge of the Apocalypse $14.99. Thanks for helping me find that tripod. You're welcome. Do I sound really loud to you guys, or do I sound normal? Because I'm in my headphones, I sound really, really loud. I don't know if I need to adjust the volume. Give me 1 second, then I'll bring you on here. Yeah, nope, normal, okay. All right, so I'll just keep it like this. Just let me know if I need to adjust it. But all right, we're going to bring on our special guest here, and it is none other than the Retromantic. Say hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Hey. How's it going tonight?
There we go. That way we're not too close. Social distancing.
Yes.
So you guys may or may not know this is Ellen, better known as the Retromantic. She has been on my group stream before a few weeks ago. She's always in the comments during the chats and premieres, and we have been in videos together, specifically on my channel when I was down there in Tennessee last year. So glad to have her on again to kind of hang out, share her thoughts about a few things, and just to have a fresh face on the stream. So glad to have you here.
Glad to be here. Thanks, Jay. And hello to everybody saying hi right now. Hi, back at you.
Debbie Brown, $10 super chat. Love the videos. Thank you, Debbie. Ellen, do I sound okay to you? Like audio wise, do I sound too loud?
You sound fine.
Okay. I don't know. Something going on with me on my end. I sound blown out. So a couple of things we want to talk about tonight. And glad that Ellen's on because she's something that she could answer for me because she lives down in North Carolina and she has visited Dollywood, which is in Tennessee. It's a park I've always wanted to go to. And the thing I want to discuss with her and with you guys as well is how things are going to be once America opens back up. Say, unofficially that America opens back up in June, parks open back up. And she could give her thoughts on Dollywood. I could give mine on Knoebels. And those of you who like other parks like Six Flags or Dorney or Hershey or even Disney, you could chime in as well. Just wondering how you think things will be once it opens back up. Do you think that people will still be required to wear masks? Do you think they'll be required to wear gloves or use hand sanitizer in between rides and stuff like that? Or do you think it'll be business as usual once it opens back up? I want to hear your thoughts, what you think how Dollywood will act once they open back up.
Well, Jay, I mean, I think across the board that theme parks are going to have to make changes. In order for people to get back out to those places the way they used to, they're going to have to feel safe. So, I mean, they're definitely going to have to be taking different health measures. I mean, I think they're going to need to be cleaning more, wiping stuff down more. I know that's really difficult when you're running rides and stuff like that, but they're definitely going to have to be like upping those cleaning standards. I don't know if people are going to be required to wear masks or anything like that, but I've heard that they're still going to be doing social distancing even after the restrictions are lifted and we kind of get back to normal in stores and stuff like that. I know they're going to be keeping the distance in lines. I don't know if that's going to be feasible at amusement parks to keep your distance in a line. They only have so much space, but
right,
that might be something they're looking into. I know that Disney mentioned that they are going to be taking people's temperatures before they enter the park, which I know has been going on with certain workplaces. They'll take your temperature before you make a delivery into the building and things like that, but they may be doing that at theme parks as well. So definitely some changes coming into place.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. It's almost like getting like pre-screened to go inside. Like that'd be a different change. Now, for me personally, I agree with you that I don't think that people are going to be required to wear masks. I actually think some people will choose to wear them though. Those who are germaphobes or paranoid. Personally, if I was told you can't go to Knoebels unless you wear a mask, I won't go. There's no way I'd be able to enjoy myself going on rides, talking to the camera, wearing a mask. I'd rather just stay home for another year and go when it's feasible. Cleaning, I think it's definitely going to be upped, but like you said, it's going to be hard to control large crowds of lines with cleaning the ride in between every ride. I don't see that being effective, but it may be a necessary step. The only thing I see possible is that I think, at least for initially, that parks are going to have low attendance. I think there's a lot of people out there that we clearly know that are panicked and paranoid and freaking out over what's going on. And I think they're going to be afraid to go out in public, go to a park, go to their favorite place where there might be large groups of people. So I think initially, for the rest of this year, parks are going to see low attendance. Hopefully I'm wrong. I do want to see them be successful, but I think they're going to have lower than expected numbers. If Knoebels opens with no restrictions as far as masks or gloves, I'll be there opening day, whatever day that is. But I do hope that down the road, whether it's 2021 or later on, that it does get back to normal where people can go there without any fears or risk of getting viruses or anything like that. But I do think initially it's going to be an adjustment, but I am curious to see what steps and what actions that the parks do take to help ease people's minds like, hey, we are taking the necessary precautionary steps to make sure it's clean and safe and that we do keep somewhat order with groups of people. But I don't know if any one particular park is going to stand out from the other as far as what they're going to do, or if they're going to come together collectively as a whole and just kind of make it across the board. This is what we're going to do, and it's up to you if you want to come out or not.
I think also that something that's going to factor in is whether or not they get that vaccine going. I know, like, I would feel safer going out more to places like that and just not thinking about it as much as if they did get that vaccine out. But if it's still kind of up in the air when that's going to be, if it's going to be years or whatever, I think that still makes people nervous.
Well, let me ask you, if the vaccine comes out, what would you do? Would you get it? Would you take it for yourself?
I think I would. I mean, I'm kind of like you. I didn't get the flu shot this year and I was fine. But I mean, if they do have a vaccine for COVID-19, I think I would definitely yeah, I think I would take it, especially since like it affects the elderly and, you know, my parents are nearby. They watch my child, you know, I wouldn't want to be putting them at risk. So I think I would.
Yeah. So with me, I'm on the other boat where like I never get the flu shot, and not to say, hey, I'm immune to things, but I do know there are some consequences too to taking the shot. I've seen that happen with people. So I think people that should take the shot are the ones that are going to be higher risk, you know, like elderly, people with underlying conditions. But if they do come out with the vaccine, whether it's in 6 months or 2 years, unless I have something wrong with me medically that would make it easier for me to get infected, I probably would not take it. Just my own beliefs, but you know, not to say that other people shouldn't do it. But um, the last time I got a flu shot was when I was a little kid. So I mean, I never get the flu just because I take necessary precautionary steps. You know.
Mhm. Yeah, it's definitely a personal choice.
So those of you that are watching in the stream here, if they do come out with a vaccine and they say it's available for everyone, would you or would you not take the vaccine? Comment number 1 if you will take it. Comment number 2 if you will not take the vaccine, if and when it becomes available worldwide. Just curious to see what the response would be here.
Yeah, I see Johnny in the chat, and he's one of the people that is considered one of the essential workers. He's out there making deliveries. John Spike, of course. And I know that he's told me he's had his temperature taken at several places before he could even go in. So that's kind of a...
So they're starting to do that already.
Yeah. So.
And looking at the responses here, it's pretty much mixed right down the board here. A lot of 1s, a lot of 2s, which is not surprising. People are either on one side of the fence or on the other.
And we've got a good amount of essential workers in this chat right now, so I think we should say thank you to them because they're definitely important. They're staying out there at home. So, I mean, thank you guys. It means a lot what you're doing. I know you're working hard. Johnny's been working so hard, he hasn't even been able to take a lunch break. He didn't get a lunch break today. So,
oh, wow.
So thanks to him and all you guys out there who are really working hard to keep things going that need to.
And, you know, a funny thing, too, to mention that is like, you know, before all this happened, people used to knock people that worked at McDonald's, people that worked at Walmart, saying, oh, you know, that's not a real job, or you're working for crappy money, or, you know, just knocking them for not having a high paying professional job. Those are our heroes right now. They're keeping the stores open. You know, people at Walmart are exposed to all types of people entering the store to get their necessary goods and supplies. People that work at restaurants, whether it's fast food or normal takeout places, you know, are seeing people come there, whether it's through the drive-through or takeout through the inside. And they're keeping these businesses open, you know, for people like us that need to get by day to day. So definitely, you know, appreciation goes out to them for sticking it out, not calling it quits, and doing what it takes to get things done to keep things rolling, you know, so to speak.
It's a big thank you to all of them.
Yeah, gas stations too. Anyone who's working right now who's forced to work, you know, definitely hats off to you. I know it's not an easy decision to make. And I do know, hopefully it's more places than not that, like, just an example, Mike from Out Naturing, he works at a grocery store, and I believe he did receive a pay incentive for continuing to work, you know, whether it's an additional hourly rate or a bonus or something, but they are getting something out of it for having to continue to come in and even work overtime to keep up with the demand. So that is good news. If it wasn't for medical staff, we'd all be, yeah, I agree with that. Lotus de Cinco of 500 yen. Muscle boss. Yes, thank you. Colin, do you have any questions for myself or the viewers for what we're talking about before we move on?
No, I actually wasn't paying attention when they were throwing the numbers up. Which one do you think was more people would take the vaccine or not?
I think it's slightly pulled ahead that most people would not take it. It looked like to me. Just like a slight margin ahead.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So Zombie, who works at a Walmart store, said they got a $300 bonus. So that's good to hear. Hopefully it's more than just one time.
I mean, just something kind of thinking more positively. I do want to know what everybody plans to do when the restrictions are lifted. Like, what's one thing for fun? The first thing that you want to do when you're able to get that out there without worry. You know, whether it be just go to an amusement park or just do something simpler like go to the movies or see your friends. Just what is that one thing that you're just waiting to do when this is past?
That's a good question. I think you should start off with your answer first.
I am honestly chomping at the bit to get out and do YouTube collaborations. I had a lot of things planned that had to just go on the back burner for now during COVID-19. And just, I'm really missing that. Getting out, being with people, collaborating, going to those locations, and just that's really my number one thing. I just, I really miss getting out of the house and just out there with people and going on adventures.
Yeah, I definitely hear you on that. Two things for me stand out that I want to do when everything gets lifted is number one, I want to go eat in an actual restaurant. I'm sick of eating at home. I mean, we probably get takeout more often than not, a few times a week. We still cook at home, obviously, but I want to go sit down at a restaurant and just be waited on by the staff and just enjoy a good meal without having to worry about going to pick up the food or clean up dishes or anything like that. That's number one. Number two, I want to be able to hop in the car and go anywhere I want at any time without any restrictions. Like I love road trips. I love going on spontaneous adventures. I want to be able to go where I want, when I want, even to leave the state for a couple days without any worry of anything. So those two, definitely stand out to me. And the collaborations obviously are up there as well. I mean, working with other people is always so much fun. And I know a lot of us are kind of chomping at the bit to get back out there and do what we used to do.
I see a lot of people are saying like antique and flea markets and stuff like that. And that's something I miss too. Getting out and going to thrift stores and flea markets and seeing what retro treasures I can find. So I definitely identify with saying that.
Yeah, and a lot of people were actually asking me to do a video of a flea market too, which I agreed to. I just have to wait for that to open back up and make it possible. But I like doing stuff like that too. Just getting out, just enjoying yourself, whatever it's doing.
Yeah.
Thrift stores, yeah that's always good. Tom wants to meet up with QT and hang out. Well, he's right here in the chat. Just ask him, Tom. You two meet up restaurant and brewery tour, Matt MPG says. Pam says, hug your grandkids.
I know that my mom is definitely getting really antsy to see her granddaughter. We've been doing video chats and all that, but it's just not the same. It's not what she's used to. And I know she's really looking forward to spending time with my daughter again.
So one other question I do have. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, we try to do a couple little things like draw some pictures and I'll go drop them in their mailbox and stuff like that. So to kind of keep that connection, but it won't be the same till after this is over.
Definitely. And the one question I wanted to ask for everyone is, has anyone been doing anything different or unusual compared to your normal life to stay in touch with family members or friends? I do know there's other, I forget what it's called, but like schools use it in businesses to stream, do like an invite only stream or like a live chat. Have people been utilizing technology to stay in touch? Have you been doing like video calls on your phone or doing live streams or doing any type of group chats to stay in touch and kind of still feel like a human being? Or have you been taking social distancing to the extreme and not talking to anyone? Just curious as to how you guys are managing life. Zoom, that's what it's called. Okay. So if you guys have been using Zoom, Skype, FaceTime, YouTube, whatever it's called on Android, the video chats. I know for Easter time, Jill used it to talk to her cousin and I believe her grandparents just to kind of really see their face and we wish them happy Easter.
And my uncle.
And Dolly's uncle too. She had to remind me. So a lot of people have been using video chatting or Zoom or FaceTime. So I guess that's one good thing about technology. It at least allows us to keep in touch with one another. Jacob, for Zoom, I believe that doesn't broadcast anywhere, right? It's just for people to get together for like a private stream. As far as my understanding, I don't think you can stream that to YouTube or Facebook, right? Excuse me. So the other thing I wanted to talk to Ellen about is because she lives down in North Carolina, right near Tennessee, and the one place we've both been to countless times is Gatlinburg, and it's a place I've done countless videos from, and I've talked about it numerous times. I even talked about even moving down closer to it because I have such a love for basically the whole area, you know, what it has to offer to people, the beauty, the tranquility, the fun atmosphere, the people. What's that?
It's a great area.
Yeah, it's a beautiful area. So I wanted to just get her opinion. I'm going to share mine as well as to what are some of her favorite attractions or things to do and least favorite. So if you want to share your thoughts on, you know, what you think are your maybe top 2-3 favorite things, and then your least favorite things that maybe are not worth the money or are not as what you would expect to be, something like that. But take it away.
I think I know one for least favorite that I'll save, but you can probably vouch for it as well. But as far as things that I enjoy the most, I do really like haunted attractions, and I have to put in my vote for the Mysterious Mansion. I like it a lot better than the Ripley's haunted attraction. The actors seem like they're just more into it. It's crazy. You walk in and they're like climbing on the walls and they're running across banisters and stuff like that. It's an actual house, so each room is decorated really intricately. You can tell they've put a lot of time into it. You know, it's another aspect of it that is really kind of neat is that the house itself is said to be haunted. I mean, not, you know, aside from it being a haunted attraction, the owner lives on the 3rd floor. And he says when they shut it down at night for the evening, close everything down, all the employees are gone. He still hears noises and things happening there. So I think that's kind of cool, and that adds to it. You know, the Ripley's haunted attraction is fun, but it's a lot more mechanical, which is great, but it just has a different feel to me than the Mysterious Mansion does. They make you walk in a group and hold the person's shoulder in front of you. Of course, I don't know if they'll continue that after this, but you have to like keep up with them. So if they're running through it really fast, you miss everything. So in Mysterious Mansion, I do think you go with a group, but you can kind of go at your own pace still. You don't have to connect yourself to anybody, and you just kind of don't know what to expect. They've got walls that turn around into other rooms and things like that, and Ripley's feels a little generic to me in terms of haunted attractions. And so I recommend, if you're into stuff like that, to definitely check out the Mysterious Mansion. It's kind of off the beaten path, so people don't know about it. It's in Gatlinburg, but it's off on a side street, so you don't see it on that main strip, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably my favorite. Other things I do like Anarchista a lot. I've been there twice now, and it was awesome in the fall. They had their own haunted attraction going, and the sky lift is a lot of fun, and just the views are amazing. Obviously, you know that since you've also been there. But you need to go back because there's a lot of new stuff. And there's an observation tower as well. I don't know if it's up yet, but they're supposed to have a new observation tower there that's maybe it's up already, but I'm looking forward to going back again to see that. And then, I mean, if you're not into rides and things like that, they've got other stuff you can do. I enjoy walking through the aquarium when I can. And of course, I loved the Pinball Museum, which is no more, but
Yeah.
I've heard that they have another place like it, or another couple of places like it. I have heard from several sources it's not as good as the Pinball Museum, but I also need to check out the Ripley's one. They've got a new 80s themed attraction that has an arcade and mini golf and some other things with it, all with an 80s theme. I had plans to go, but that's another thing I had to put on the back burner. I think that Carpetbagger was there on the opening day, so there is a video up if anybody wants to see what that place is like. But I hope to make my own video there as well. So those are my favorites. You want to say some of your favorites, Jay, and then we can do least?
Yeah. Well, I haven't done as many attractions there as you have, but each time I go, I do try something new. The Mysterious Mansion, I definitely want to do. The first time I was there, down there with you, I actually didn't even know about it until I saw videos of it and didn't realize, hey, it's only like a street away, but I never even saw it in person. But just based on what I saw for videos, I do have to agree with it. It is more intense, you get more involved in the atmosphere. And Ripley's, even though I did enjoy it, was more, like you said, mechanical, more theatrical, where it's kind of like special effects, not so much human interaction. So even though I liked that one, I do think that Mysterious Mansion would be probably my favorite of the two. And also knowing now about the story around it, I didn't know it was actually considered, actually haunted, so to speak. So that's pretty cool to hear that. As far as the attractions like Ober Gatlinburg and Anarchista, I did do both of those. Anarchista, I do love. They have a lot to offer. It's a little bit pricier than the other ones, but you actually have a lot more to do up there. Once you're up there, even from when I've been there, like Ellen said, they've actually added on quite a bit. They have a whole new area with this big tree statue thing, and this looks like almost like a beehive. It's like a little lookout platform, and then they're building this big observation tower, and it's transformed completely from when I've been there. And of course, if you like heights, you could do the treetop canopy, which I did, which I was terrified on. And it's going to be that was an unforgettable moment. And she didn't help things either. She was running and jumping on it, and I'm just like.
I've said this a couple of times, but you do realize I have video of you going across that's separate from like what you did. It's behind the scenes.
Yes, I know.
I'm gonna do something with it someday, so look out.
I was getting brush burn on my hands from holding onto the rope so tightly, trying to walk across that. And I'm like, I was yelling at her because people were behind me shaking it. I'm like, stop shaking it. She's like, I'm not. She's like, there's people behind you. I'm like, oh crap. So that was unforgettable. Yeah, you were partly responsible. But Anarchista is a great place, and the good thing is, like, you pay your admission, you can ride the lift up and down as much as you want all day. Compared to Ober Gatlinburg, you get to ride in the tram, get to go up pretty much on top of the Smoky Mountains there, and they have a ski resort up there and stuff like that. But it's definitely more old school. But the only thing I don't like is not as much to offer. You have to pay for everything additional, like the ice skating, the snow tubing, the mountain coaster, everything up there is additional cost. Where at Anarchista, most of it you get to walk around and check out for free, included with your admission. Aside from that, the pinball arcade stood out to me as one of my favorites. Really gonna miss that. The Pinball Museum, that was best bang for your buck there. You paid like, what was it, $15 or something like that. Play as much as you want, and it had so many great games. And I'm glad I got to experience it before it closed, because it was shocking when I hear that they were doing away with it.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
I only have one dislike, which I'll get out of the way quickly, and you could say yours. We actually did it. What is it? There's that little illusion? Yeah, World of Illusions is.
I was gonna say that.
It's almost like an illusion itself to even believe how terrible it is. But it's actually one of the more affordable things to do there. I think it's around $10, $11.
I think it was like $8 actually.
Yeah, maybe even 8 or 9. But from the outside, it looks really cool. They have like this special effect disappearing act. And they have like really cool theming with fog and lighting and sound effects. It makes it seem like it's almost like a Ripley's attraction. Once you get in there, you're just walking through dark hallways, looking through windows, and these fake gimmicky attractions.
You can read and stuff like that. But the one thing that got me was that it's like you go in and then you're done. Like, like there's the back door. It's just like one little.
Unless you take your time to read everything, you're going to be in and out in like 7 minutes, if that. And that's pushing it. But
I
like you
did
come
kind
out.
of like that. I like that thing that made you small, though. It was like something that made you tiny, and I looked in this other thing, and you're like
Oh
tiny. You
yeah,
could
there's like a genie bottle
walk
or
or
something like
something,
that. Yeah.
like a little gnome. That was
Yeah.
cool, but other than that, it was
And once you
thumbs
see it
down.
once, you're done. You don't need to go back there again. So it doesn't ever
No,
change.
no,
um,
no, no.
I did forget two things though. I actually forgot about the earthquake the ride. As cheesy as that is, I actually really enjoy that. It's fun how they came up with like a knockoff kind of imitation version of the one at Universal Studios. But
I've been on the Universal one, but
what's
not
that?
that one. I've been on the Universal Studios one, but not the Gatlinburg one.
Well, you have to
So
ride
I,
that for comparison.
yeah.
I tell you though, the more you lower your expectations, the more you'll enjoy it. I will say that. But they actually updated it quite a bit from when I was there because I saw Yankee in the South, and I think either Woo or Carpetbagger did a video there in the last few months with the new updated version of it where they added more special effects, kind of livened it up a little bit. That is a pretty cool ride, and the village area just to walk through there is a really gorgeous little, hidden area off the main strip there where it's a little bit quieter, neat little, stores and coffee shops, stuff like that. Just to sit there and kind of soak in the environment is nice.
What about that dinosaur ride, though? I know when you did that video with you and Lily was with you, I know that I was cracking up when I watched that video.
That
It
was
was
in Pigeon
so
Forge.
funny with the pterodactyls and stuff. Oh, okay, it was Pigeon Forge, but close enough to Gatlinburg. So
Yeah, that was an experience and one I don't want to repeat. I'll say that. But yeah, that's my take on Gatlinburg for good and bad. So what's your negative besides World of Illusion? Anything else?
no, it's really just that. As many times as I've been going for 20 years, there's still a lot I haven't done, and things are changing all the time. So you can go back and there can be a whole area that seems new to you. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, I just have fun when I go. It's about being cheesy and having fun, and I don't get too hung up on, well, that I don't like this or that. It's just a lot of the fun is just walking around and enjoying yourself and whoever you're with, and just having fun, laughing, and just trying things out. Sometimes they're worth the money. Sometimes they're not, but it's all kind of part of the experience.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And myself personally, I'm a person who is visual and observes, and Gatlinburg, that strip there is one of the best places, aside from probably Vegas or New York, to just walk around and experience it just as an outside perspective, not engaging into what's going on, just kind of sitting off, on a side bench, watching everything going on, with like if you walk by Ripley's, there's usually somebody out there trying to scare people. You got people trying to give out free samples of food. Huh?
But the guy who scares everybody, I made a video on that.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
He just let me set the camera underneath his box and just I walked away, kind of, and I'd like to do that again because every time it would be different.
And you may or may not realize you just said about boxes again. You got to watch your wording.
Don't bring that up again. We were doing so well.
But yeah, I love just people. I love people watching there though. It's so fun to see, like families enjoying themselves, and there's always the oddballs that are just don't look like they belong there, So, I definitely enjoyed my time there and want to go back as many times as I could go. I will say though, it is pricey to go there. Nothing is really affordable, but you go there knowing that. So as long as you plan accordingly, budget everything out, it is doable, But as far as hotels, if last time I went was the week of Thanksgiving, and that was one of the worst times to go. It was so crowded, unless you got out on the strip early in the day. By afternoon, evening, it was like a mob scene. It was just unbearable. But if you go the right time of year, you can have a good time, and you don't always have to spend a fortune on everything.
I've actually thought about doing a video Gatlinburg on a budget before, and just going there and what we could do for free even, and just things that aren't as much of a high cost or that are a really good deal for the whole day or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's definitely something I'd like to do in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be a great idea to see people who have never been there, what they have to expect to find or what they could do based on their budget. Ashley Brady, $20 super chat. Your videos and the people rock, and this chat rocks. Always a pleasure tuning in. Retro, some really neat stuff too. Hope to explore with you all someday. Thanks for tuning in, and always a pleasure. Thank you so much, Ashley.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the things you're saying. I know I'm missing a lot of it, but I've seen a lot of nice comments from you guys, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, and then like I said, on myself too, I'm not paying super close attention to the chat and glancing at it, but this is what it's for, though. Like we're having a discussion. We want you guys to have your own discussions, so, just to kind of hang out, be in a good environment, be around good people, and just enjoy yourself. So, hopefully you guys are doing that. The one other thing I wanted to touch base on too, with the Tennessee area alone, especially down by Gatlinburg, is what's that road you take that goes from Gatlinburg to North Carolina? There's a 441 or whatever that goes.
441.
Yeah, the road that you take up and over the mountain. I made a video on that where I was terrified driving it the first time. But that area, though, unlike Pennsylvania, they actually encourage you down there to get outside and explore. The thing that you'll notice if you haven't been there is driving along the roads, both in North Carolina and Tennessee there's pull-offs everywhere. They want you to pull off, check out the scenery, the trails, the views. It's like super inviting for you to get out there, to go on a hike, to have a picnic along the road, to take some, breathtaking photos of the Smoky Mountains. It's unlike what you have here. I mean, here you have to go to specialized parks, or certain areas, that you go hiking or camping. There, it's like you just drive down the road anywhere. There's places to pull off and enjoy yourself. And that's one thing I like about it. If I was ever to move down there, realistically, I would have endless amounts of content, whether it be about hiking and trails in the woods and waterfalls and streams, or attractions in the downtown city. There's just so much to see and do down there. And that's why I hope in the future to get down there to live closer to it, just to experience all that on a regular basis. Because even in North Carolina, where she's from, there's, a lot of waterfalls, hiking trails, attractions. Some of them are, more gimmicky than others, but there's still a lot to see and do. A lot of it is free too. You don't have to spend a lot of money to get out and enjoy yourself. And like I said, it's very inviting and welcoming. They actually want you to get out there and see the wildlife, and just to kind of stay away from technology and just get out and make memories with your friends and family.
Well, I'm going to speak on behalf of the South and say we would welcome you with open arms if you decided to move down here. That would be awesome.
And if you want to collab, that's where you got to go. Go down to North Carolina, Retromantic's down there. And she's definitely open to and collaborating with new people. She's done collaborations with John Spike Explorers. She's had her friend Sir Daniel in there, and she wants to have me in one of her videos. So I told her she better come to Pennsylvania for that. I've been down to Tennessee 3 times now. So
it is my turn to go to Pennsylvania, 10 hours away, but I am going to make it happen. I know that all of the pandemic stuff is getting in the way, but it is still in my plans to get there. So
it looks like we got some other North Carolina people here too. Lisa Anderson is North Carolina. Thought I saw somebody else here too.
Well, I'm in Western North Carolina, about an hour west of Asheville, right at the Georgia border, pretty much.
And if you guys do want to check out Ellen's channel, I'm going to drop a link in the chat right now, because you can no longer click on people's channels from the chat. But I did put a link there for her. If you want to head over to her channel, she did put out a new video a few days ago of an abandoned KOA campground, which actually came out really good. I didn't get a chance to leave a comment, but I did watch it. But she does a lot of cool stuff down her way. So
I actually put out a bonus video today on a train. So look out for that.
Good to know.
Yeah, you told me to put more content out during the pandemic, so I did.
Well, I'm glad you're listening. So hopefully it's paying off for you. Give people something to watch.
Yep.
Sherry is in Alabama.
Harper's Ferry, where is that?
Is that Virginia or West Virginia? I can't remember.
Virginia? I think it's West Virginia.
Adam Dreska says that video was epic, Ellen.
Thanks, Adam. Always good to have comments from Adam.
Katie saying, choo choo, let's have a party in the chat. Partay in the chat.
Yeah, that train video is actually an older one. I just have huge backlog of old stuff I never put up for whatever reason. You know, I'm kind of not happy with the quality of it. I didn't know how to use a light yet, and all this different stuff's going on. But I know it seems so simple, but there's some lighting issues in it. But I still wanted to get it out there because I thought that the content was still good. So I went ahead and edited it and put it up.
I still remember your Anarchista video. You're on the chairlift at night, blinding people with your light. You're like, oh, look how far this shows. And everybody's just glowing white.
I was aware of what I was doing, but I was just so amazed at how well that light actually worked out in the open. I mean, it lit up the whole skylift. I didn't keep it on the whole time, but I did. Yeah, I was probably getting on people's nerves.
I can only imagine people walking down on the strip side. They look up in the mountain. It's all lit up now.
It's a powerful light. Does a good job.
So that was just the things we wanted to discuss tonight since she's from the area and I've been down there. But if you guys have any questions for myself or her specifically, you're welcome to ask. I'll do my job to try to pay attention a bit more to the chat now if you guys have anything you want to mention. Or if you have another topic you want us to discuss, you're welcome to share your suggestions. But got 170 people watching, which is pretty good. So glad to see everybody came to tune in and hang out with us tonight. Suskin Screamer.
Hey, I'm going to drop a link to your Anarchista video because a couple people maybe came in late or something and they were asking if I've been to Anarchista. And the answer is yes, I've been there with Jay and we have a video. So how about I find the video?
I don't know if it'll let you drop the link. I'll drop it though. Let me grab it.
You drop it.
Yeah, so the link I'm going to drop right now is my video of Anarchista, which does feature Ellen, and you'll see me get, let's just say, crap scared on the treetop canopy. And possibly, I actually found out with the stream I'm using with the StreamYards, I could actually share, I could do a screen share and maybe able to play that video for you guys live. So we can all watch it together if you guys want to do that. Are you okay reliving that again, Ellen?
Yes, I wasn't the retromantic yet, though. So don't want anybody to be confused of why I'm so shy and I barely talk at all. It was before I started my channel and I wasn't like the retromantic yet. So I'm a little less talkative than you'll find that I am today.
All right, give me a second. I'm going to see if I can pull it up and we can watch it live here.
You guys probably know that Jay is definitely one of my biggest inspirations for starting a channel. I'd always kind of had it in my head that it's something I wanted to do, but originally I was thinking I would do more with retro toys and items, which I still do, but hanging out with Jay and getting to meet him and make some videos with him and see how he makes his videos really made me want to just get out and explore more and go to those locations and even do abandoned stuff and just kind of get out there more. So, you know, after spending some time with him, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to start a channel, and the Retromantic was born.
Well, I'm glad to hear I had some part of your reasoning for joining the crazy community here.
Yeah, I wanted to do it for years, but you were just kind of the kick in the butt that I needed to really make it happen. So, thanks.
And Monica taking off. She's got bigger and better things to do with the hubby. Oh, boy. Oh, enjoy your night.
Have fun.
All right, so I'm going to try to bring up the stream here now. I don't know. I've only tried this once as a test stream, so if it doesn't work appropriately, just, you know, just excuse the lack of skill getting this situated. But I'm going to try to stream live the video on here, and then if I need to tweak the audio, let me know if I need to raise it or lower the levels. But hopefully the video will play, and you'll still be able to see me and Ellen and hear us talk at the same time. Sparky, it inspired many of us, me included. $10 super chat. Thank you. All right, so let's try to get this up here. Screen 1. Okay, so let me make this full screen. I'm going to try playing it. If you guys could just leave me your feedback if it's working okay, then we should be good to go. But this is Anakista Treetop Canopy Walk featuring Ellen pre-retromantic time, but she is in the video. I can't even like look anything but straight. I'll freeze if I do. That's why I get a helicopter to take me out of here. Hey everyone, welcome to Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Can you guys hear that?
Doing
Can you
one
hear
of
us?
our famous attractions, Anakista. It's a skylift ride that takes you up to the top of a mountain where there's numerous things to see and do up there. And there's actually 2 other skylifts in the area here, but this is supposed to be the bigger and better of the 3. I'm also not alone today either. I'm joined by my friend Ellen. She's from the area and she's never been to Anakista either, so we're going to check it out together. So if you're ready, come along with us. And when you come to Anakista, you'll find the Rail Runner mountain coaster, as well as a zip line, if that is to your enjoyment. But maybe keeping it simple, we're going to take the chairlift ride. And the unique thing about this chairlift is you could take the regular open seats like we are in front of us here that we're sitting on, and they have the enclosed little gondola cars too. 2 things I want to mention to you. Number 1 is that when you buy your ticket here, it's good for the entire day. So if you come in the morning, you can ride the chairlift as many times as you'd like. Also, if you buy your ticket within the last hour of operation, your ticket is good for the following day as well. So you can come back the next day so you get to enjoy more of it in case you're on a time crunch. But chairlifts are very relaxing and peaceful to me. They're great for sightseeing and also for people watching. So we're going to take a nice relaxing ride up top, and then we'll pick up with the video up there. So as I mentioned, there are 2 other skylifts or chairlifts in Gatlinburg here. One is called Ober Gatlinburg, which is an aerial tram service. It takes you up to the top of what is a ski resort normally in the wintertime. But up there you can find indoor ice skating, an arcade. I think there's dining and shopping, but it's pretty outdated though. It looks the same as it did roughly 20 years ago. But it is more inexpensive than Anakista. And the other one, I don't remember the name of it. I'll get a picture of it later, but it's a regular chairlift. And you get to go up to the top. The only thing up there though is a suspension or drop bridge. It's supposed to be the largest one in America, I believe.
Which is now open.
And that actually opens a few days later on this week. But I will get you a picture of it to at least show you what we're talking about. But the other thing I wanted to mention too is when you're at Anakista, you have an option of taking the chair like we're on right now, or those little gondola cars, which are enclosed. So depending on your preference and comfortability, you can pick whichever one you want.
I think they have those trucks now too that take you up, don't they, Ellen? Do they start that?
Yeah, they have that. Katie's asking how you are with the skylift. You're much better than the bridge.
Yeah, I'm okay on the chairlift because I used to be a skier, so I'm used to these.
Halfway up. It's taking longer than normal because it keeps stopping for, I guess, loading and unloading, but looking forward to the ride back down. Should be a pretty nice view. So we made it to the top, and check out this view. Is that something else or what? You can actually see in the distance those lines right there. That is Ober Gatlinburg. And the other chairlift is over there, and there's the Space Needle. So beautiful look of downtown. So right below the restaurant here is the mountain coaster, which is an additional charge, but it looks pretty awesome.
Which I did ride one of those in Pigeon Forge, and I was scared.
Even a better look at it.
I'm really scared on it.
So once you get off your Anakista chairlift ride, you're up here in what is essentially a village. And it kind of resembles Frontierland of Disney. They have, let me make it wide angle here. They have a cliff top grill and bar with some seating that gives you an amazing look of downtown.
I ate there the second
As we
time I
show
went.
down below here is the mountain coaster. And
I know Will and Don eat there a lot too.
The steakhouse, plaza, gem mining, and tree canopy walk, which we'll be doing. If they have a sweet tooth, they have Pearl's Pie in the Sky ice cream shop.
Still haven't tried that.
Moving on, you got obviously your restrooms, a nice fire pit there.
Yeah, that was awesome in the fall. With the
which appears to be a gift shop, as well as a great outdoors trading company shop right there. And here's the Rail Runner mountain coaster. Again, there's additional charge for that, but if you're the thrill-seeking type, might be something you consider doing. If you look in the distance there, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, you can see the treetop canopy walk. It's a bunch of like suspension bridges going from tree to tree. And it's something I'm not going to be crazy about doing, but I'm going to do it for you guys. So if I do freak out or get nervous, I'll probably make for some good footage. But check this out here, the view of the mountains. This is really something you don't see where I'm from, at least. We have mountains, but nothing like this. If you're the type that likes to sit back and relax and take in the view, this is the place to do it.
I think this area has changed now
yeah,
since we were last here.
Yeah, there's still
Of course. Yeah, this is something else. Come up here, relax, take some pictures, take in the view, and enjoy a simpler time of life up here.
And don't trip over the edge.
Really amazing.
not that steep. You could roll down.
Tuck and roll.
So for 2019, Anarchista has been doing some updates and additions. And from what I can recall, this is new. It's like a little picnic area. I think they could possibly have musical acts up there. There's a stage where those people are walking, as well as some other stuff up here too. So they are constantly expanding. And one thing that's going to be new coming up is instead of taking the trailer for ride, they're going to offer a transportation service. I think it's like a military vehicle or something of the sort that's going to take you up the mountain for those who are maybe handicapped or have a major fear of heights, even worse than I do. There's something up there, looks like almost like a beehive.
Which is open now. They have a suspension bridge going to that now.
And along here too, there's various posts with some type of information. Really peaceful and relaxing up here though.
Who doesn't love a good gem mining station?
We live in the gem capital of the world. We have lots of gem mining here.
All we have
Once
here is
up here, you
coal.
have a couple different directions to go. You got Vista Gardens up the stairs there, and then you have the path that continues around, and then the treetop canopy, which I believe is down this way. So before we do that, we're going to walk around some more up here.
So Vista Gardens is where they have the haunted attraction.
Here, I believe, is new for 2013. They did have a garden walk up here, but now they expanded it and changed it completely around from what I saw from previous videos.
Yeah, Ellen's been here Halloween time, so you can find the videos on her
and
channel.
The spare arch here
it's
is
a daytime walkthrough of the haunted attraction. They won't let you film.
which is not open,
actual
but it will continue on in this direction. So up here we got a very beautiful walking area with some flowers and a waterfall. Really outstanding job on the landscaping. But
Now, Ellen, through this area here, do they have like actors for Halloween time to scare you, or was it just like theatrics, like or props?
No, they had a tour guide that would take you through, and he told the story of Anarchista, which is actually really creepy. And he just kind of led you to the different areas, and there would be scare actors as well as animatronics and props and things like that.
Okay.
It was their first year, so there were some things that were a little but I'd go again. I definitely check it out again. I'm sure they'll be even
And was there an
better.
additional charge for that?
No, that was a part of your day pass. We just left and came back at night, and you just used your same wristband.
Okay, good to know.
But if you come here, keep off the rocks.
So unsure what this is here. It looks like it's going to be some type of.
So the area that you see
an
here
addition
now that
coming out
is
this way.
unfinished is actually finished now. They did a lot of changes since I was last here. So if you want to see what it looks like now, just type in Anakista 2019 or 2020, and there's videos showing how it's transformed from how it looks in this video.
Way that's going to maybe have a little drawbridge going to that. Not really sure, but it's interesting, whatever it is. Oh, look at this, like little gnome houses. Didn't even see that. Really kind of get sucked into almost to like another world here. It's really something else. I can see why this is rated, you know, as the leader for Skyway attractions in Gatlinburg.
Little gnome
Here's
houses.
my little quote: "Jobs fill your pocket, adventures fill your soul." Well, I could agree with that.
I found that quote for you.
At the end of the video, though, I will have a photo montage. There's a lot of beautiful picturesque areas here, and I'm snapping photos like crazy, so stick around for that.
Hopefully no one has to go to the bathroom listening to this.
So you might be able to get a little bit closer look as to the new expansion. There's the bears we showed, and the pathway continues off this way. And it's hard to see. I'm going to try and zoom in. It almost looks like a troll tree or something like that back there at the very end of it. Right around there. Not sure what it is, but I guess we'll find out once it opens up. Got a nice picture spot here. Heart-shaped frame.
Definitely a breathtaking view. One of the best ones in the area.
That made for a nice
Essentially,
picture.
we'll continue on this way and go back down to where that little beehive thing is. But right now, they just have a nice seating area with $1 million view.
I know that guy.
Okay, so minor correction from before. This is not the treetop canopy. That's actually a kid's little treehouse area. We have to go down a little further down here, and you'll see the sign down there for a tree canopy walk. So that's what we're going to do next. Not looking forward to it, but got to push myself a little bit and experience something different. Okay, so dreading this, but I'm going to do a tree canopy walk.
So a couple things I want to say before we watch this part is that, number one, those of you who know me know I don't have a good way to dealing with heights. I kind of almost freak myself out to the point of wanting to just call it quits and just back up. I've also done this too prior to crossing that old abandoned trestle, where I call it facing my fears. I am better with heights now than I used to be, but I'm still afraid of heights. I still have a fear of them. But this is my first time on anything like this high up in the air. And my reactions to it were real and genuine. And Alan could vouch for that. I was scared. So
I try to be motivational, but
by making it rock and shake.
There's a look up at the kids' treehouse area. But for this, no strollers, must be able to walk without assistance. Maximum of 8 people on a bridge. Well, I'm probably not going to want more than anyone but myself on a bridge. Big enough the way it is. So this should be, at the very least, entertaining. And here we come to it here. Yeah. Things I do for YouTube videos. All All right, we came to our first bridge here, which is a short, small one, so shouldn't have any issues with this one.
At least if I fell, I only fell about 2 feet,
think.
so I was okay here.
All right, that's not too bad. It seems like they get longer as we go, but this is probably something to see at night, though, because look, it's all dressed with lights.
Nighttime, I'd probably do better because I won't be able to see how high
Way
I
up from the
am.
ground. Yeah, these
It
couple
was
things are going to be a little terrifying.
though. I went at night and Sir Daniel was howling like a werewolf when we walked across it.
Yeah, it's starting to get uneasy. I know it's safe, but I still.
Now, the other crazy thing is that they actually allow up to 8 people at once on these bridges. I felt scared and terrified just being on there by myself. So whenever Ellen was on there or other people that were walking across it, I was like freaking out. I'm like, why is there so many people on it? And there's only like 2 of us. I know it was safe, because it also wouldn't be open, but still, the trees are shaking, the bridge is shaking. It put a good sense of fear into my head.
I was just having fun jumping.
You're skipping down the bridge. I'm sitting there with brush burn.
I'm not going to look down. I'm just going to look straight ahead through the phone. I don't want to see how high we are.
Journey with Jay says it's like the Ewok village.
So,
It kind of is.
This is really
That's cute.
terrifying. I'm going to flip it around on me this time. This is really nerve-wracking for me. I hope you guys are enjoying the effort because you're probably thinking, oh, this is safe. It's nothing. But try being up here with the fear of heights. It's really not the best feeling in the world. If I was to look down right now, I probably would freeze. I wouldn't be able to keep going. So I'm just looking straight ahead at the next bridge. Oh, God. Oh.
Ellen's in the back just taking photos and getting video.
Of you.
Like that at all. That was bad.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, this is a bad idea. I don't know if I could keep going all the way.
Starting to second guess it now.
Jeez, this whole thing.
What are we going to do? Go back?
I'm like such a scaredy cat. It's ridiculous. I can't even like look anything but straight.
This is one of the worst ones here.
That's why I get a helicopter to take me out of here.
I
Oh,
don't think I make it through the trees.
I'm like breaking out in a cold sweat.
And it's hard to tell
Why is
because
it
I didn't
shaking
show
so
down
much?
really, but these are roughly 50, 60 feet in the air too. So
Are
they're
they?
a good height.
I'm waiting for them to pass me by then.
There's people coming behind me. I was getting scared.
All right, this is one of the longest ones here, and I am pretty close to.
I think I show a
Freaking out.
rendition from Indiana Jones when he has to
I
cross
feel like
it.
Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom when he's on the bridge like this, and they're coming at him from both sides. Oh God, I am terrified right now.
This is what's going through my head. Tourists are walking behind me. I felt like they were coming to get me.
You know nuts. He's crazy.
Small around.
Yep, I envisioned that happening.
Over dramatic.
People on here at once. I'm terrified just by myself.
A little dramatic there.
Oh my God. I'm gonna get brush burn. I'm holding on to this rope so tightly.
And I did. I would do it again. Now I would, but back
This
here,
is not
I just
fun.
couldn't wait
This
to
is a bad
get off
idea.
of it.
Oh, thank God I made it.
Yeah, I think I was hugging the tree too.
I'm honestly not even able to enjoy this like I should be. I should be looking off, getting pictures, and enjoying the view. And I'm like pausing at each stand, holding onto the tree like a tree hugger. And I'm like looking at the people that are running across this.
Tree hugger.
There's still a lot more to go.
God. You can hear it in my voice.
I want to
I'm
get through
like,
with this already.
oh man.
Wait till I get across.
I'm telling Ellen, wait there till I get across.
Oh, God. This doesn't get any easier.
Only high if you look down, Debbie. No, it's high regardless. When you're on the treetops, you're high.
All right, I'm not even going to look through the camera here, but I'm just going to show you how high we are.
I was even scared doing that right
And I
there.
guess while you're up here, you could take the time to read some of the facts, but I don't even want to do that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
This guy's taking his time here. I just want to go through already. There's somewhat of a view. I can't even enjoy it. What the heck is that? Oh, zip liner. Yeah. No freaking way. Those people zip lining are pretty crazy.
Oh, they were doing that at night
Around now, I feel better.
around Halloween. It was really kind of freaky. They're screaming, going through the trees.
I'm out of breath. I didn't even do anything. I'm just so like winded from being nervous. It's ridiculous. All right, made it in one piece. I know it's kind of silly to be nervous up here, but you know, being up this high, shaking, bouncing, even when you're standing on these platforms, the tree starts shaking. It just really messes with your mind. And I'm glad I did it, but I'm glad, even more glad it's over. So at least I can say I did it. Doubt I'll ever do it again, but hopefully you had some entertainment out of watching that, because it wasn't easy for me to do that.
I do want to recreate it, do it again.
I conquered all of that.
You conquered it, Jay.
We're going to get a shot of him coming down in a moment.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, Zippo! Hands on the seat.
Zippo, that's a lighter. Yeah. No way.
It looks fun.
Yeah, I'd be in the hospital for cardiac arrest.
Definitely can't pay me enough money to do that zip line. That's just crazy. Now, this is what you call enjoying life.
This is more my speed.
A rocking chair.
Oh, froze up here. What happened? Technical difficulties. I'm not sure why it stopped.
Definitely can't pay me enough money to do that zip line. That's just crazy. Now, this is what you call enjoying life.
So back down, you got an incredible view, even better at nighttime when everything's lit up too, which I didn't get to see this trip, but I think Ellen could vouch for that.
Sorry if there's any wind noise right now. We're hitting a pretty stiff breeze on the way down, but unfortunately, Anakeesta right now, for the time of year during the week, closes at 7 p.m. It's the last chairlift they allow to go up, and then you have to depart the mountain by 8 p.m. But weekends and then midsummer hours are open, I think, till 9 or 10 o'clock, which would be the right time to come because you'd be able to see the whole city lit up at night. But this is still a pretty amazing view.
I would check the info before you. I mean, I know it's not open now, but if you do decide to go, check the info. They're always changing their hours and days and ticket prices now.
Yeah, it does change like throughout the season, so definitely want to pre-plan before you go.
Mountains higher over there, but less to do, less to see. Not as beautiful and picturesque with the landscaping and everything as it is with Anakeesta, and then straight ahead is the little one with the largest drop it is. I'm going to take a picture of that if I didn't already, which is something I'm not going to voluntarily go on. So once we get at the bottom, though, we will wrap up the video and will be followed by the photo montage. All right, guys, that was Anakeesta down here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I had a great time today. I do want to thank Ellen for joining me today. It's the first time for both of us.
A little shy wave.
There's a lot to see and do. A lot of beautiful walking areas. The treetop canopy, though, was a nightmare for me. I did not enjoy that one bit.
But you made it through.
I did make it through, but I broke out into a cold
After she
sweat.
tried scaring me on
I think
it.
I got crushed burn in my hand. Wasn't a pleasant experience, but it probably will make for some pretty funny footage. So if you guys have any thoughts, comments, questions, please leave them down below. If you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, subscribe and ring that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.
So I'll spare you guys on the photo montage, but that was the our first video together down there in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Definitely very memorable.
And we did other videos too. We did abandoned places and whatnot.
Yeah. She's got more probably attraction videos than I do on her channel. So if you want to see more of the town, definitely check out her channel. But
I know
would do
I've
that-
asked you before, Jay, but I think I asked you this before. But for some reason, there was this couple that was on the skylift, and they were both wearing like suits, and the suits were matching. It was a girl and a guy, and the suits were like shrimp. They had little shrimp all over them. I think maybe
remember
the
that.
shrimp had. And we were just sitting there, like enjoying the view, and this other car comes by the other way, and it's this couple in matching shrimp suits. And I just remember like bursting out laughing, seeing them go by.
they look so out of place there. We both saw them at the same time. We're like, didn't know what to say or think.
Yeah, it was definitely unique. You never know what you'll see in Gatlinburg.
Very true. Ace is saying YouTube makes it a pain now to check other channels now because you can't click on the names to see them. Yeah, I agree with that. I've heard different reasons. I think to avoid like spamming, stuff like that, and people like saying, hey, sub to me, I'll sub for you. But for people who maybe don't remember channel names or the spelling, it can be frustrating to try to find the channel otherwise. So hopefully they reverse that, but I'm definitely not a fan of it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either, especially with no one being able to spell my channel name, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to share her link one more time. Give me a second here.
Thanks, Jay.
No problem. Otherwise, normally you just click on the name, but they did away with that a few weeks ago, and it's a big pain. So the link right now is for her channel, Retromantic.
Yeah, definitely come on and check it out. I'm a variety channel like Jay is, but we do some different stuff. So check it out.
Welcome, Kevin. I want to ask you too, Ellen, with your plans that you had made for coming up north here, did you have to pretty much put everything on hold, or are you still waiting to see what happens, or what are your plans with that?
I'm still waiting to see what happens. I do still have a booking, but I can cancel it. I'm just playing a waiting game right now, you know?
Yeah, I'm pretty much in the same
I
boat.
mean, I don't know. Do you think that the Strasbourg meetup is going to be canceled?
Yeah, Sparky canceled that already, so the meetup is officially canceled.
Okay, I missed that somehow.
Yeah, he made an announcement, I think, on his channel. I didn't make the official award yet, but we pretty much all knew it was coming. I still have a booking.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, I still have a booking with the Red Caboose Motel for that weekend, which is closed at the moment. I'm hoping to see if they're going to open up by that time. If they do, I'm still going to go down to at least, get a little solo vacation to see the area. But if not, like you, I could cancel and get my money back. So not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I might have to push it later into the summer, but I didn't make a decision yet. Just kind of waiting to see what happens with what restrictions are lifted and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. And my two events I had planned already for March and April for the Carlisle Heritage Museum and Ricketts Glen Park, those will be postponed until later on in the year as well. So seems like everything's being pushed ahead till later on. Don't really have much of a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to check on the comments to see if I missed anything here. RJ, you're not going to have... Oh, he's making comments about the BOX.
Let me look. Not going to invite only special VIP people get to do that, RJ.
Guess he's not there yet.
Got to make the list.
It's an ever-growing list
Oh,
for
I don't know.
collaborators. I'm talking about collaborations, Ellen. Come on now.
it's exclusive.
Katie's saying, ha ha ha, VIP box. Rob V, I'm donating the money for you because you do a great job in your videos. Thank you, Rob. Glad you enjoy the content. And John Spike saying, most things will not get back to normal until June. His daughter has a surgery scheduled. Probably will get canceled too. Most likely. And RJ's asking if you're checking that list twice.
Like Santa?
I guess.
I think so.
Ashley Brady, squirrel bacon is the vaccine. I will take squirrel bacon over that vegetarian chili. I will say that. So, Ellen, anything you want to mention, discuss, ask? Anything you want to take the lead on? Anything? Not to put you on the spot.
No, not really. I think we covered most of the things that I had on my mind tonight, at least.
Okay. So she's basically saying she's bored with the stream and wants to get off. Okay.
So boring. Let's end this.
Point taken.
No, I had a lot of fun. And thanks, Jay, for letting me come on tonight.
No, you're welcome. And like I said, I hope to see you start doing some more in the future. I know you have a lot on your hands, but you know, if you find the time.
I've been talking a lot of smack. I'm like, I'm gonna get a live stream up. I'm gonna get it going. It's been weeks and like nothing. The airwaves are dead. But I still want to. I still plan to. I want to do something with retro toys in the very near future on a live stream. So hopefully I can pull that off.
So we mark on the calendar. You said you're going to do this on this date?
Well, I don't know the date yet, but soon.
And another thing I want to do in the future, which is going to be pertaining to you guys, the viewers, I actually would like to have some viewers on as a special guest like Ellen is here. I can actually have up to 5 additional guests. The way that would have to happen, though, you don't have to have any special equipment or any software. All I would do is send you a link to your email or Facebook, and you would just allow the permission to use your camera microphone on your either laptop or on your smartphone. But if you guys have interest in being a special guest on the stream, if you're one of my regular viewers and we've communicated a lot, you know, and you have the proper equipment, which is either a modern smartphone or a laptop with a webcam, I'd love to have you on just to be able not only to see your face, but to hear your thoughts on things. Allow the others in the chat to finally put a face with you as well. So if you guys have interest in that, I will, make a type of an announcement for that on my either community tab or Facebook, and you guys can reach out to me. But it'd be a lot of fun just to kind of see people that I see on almost a daily basis in the chat, you know, face to face on the screen here. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Johnny, as you call him, is saying you're an awesome lady too.
Thanks, Johnny. You're not so bad yourself. Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, he's an essential worker and also has a YouTube channel that he keeps up with very well. I don't know how he does it. I'm having trouble just doing the YouTube channel, and I don't even have a job right now. So, like, props to him for sure. Do people still say props? I'm kind of a retro term.
You're keeping it alive.
Okay, yeah.
And the thing that I've mentioned before, and you know, you could vouch for since you're doing videos now, you probably, I mean, you did have experience editing prior in your life, but I mean, as far as making YouTube videos, most people don't realize how much time gets consumed with making a video, you know, like research, filming, editing, you know, publishing it. There's a lot of work that goes into each and every video.
People definitely don't get that. And it's funny because Jay, I've gone in your live streams before, and or not live streams, a premiere of something, and I've seen people say to you, "Oh, is this where you went this afternoon earlier today?" And in my head, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you'd have to like get the clips uploaded, you have to edit and add in all the effects and do this and that, and it would be really hard to like get something out the very same day. It is very time consuming."
Mm-hmm. Javis said somebody's asking about a meetup. Yeah, no meetups are scheduled right now just because of what's going on. So once everything gets lifted, so to speak, then we'll start rescheduling everything. Yeah, I think they're having a whole separate conversation in the chat there. I don't even want to know what they're talking about. Talking about KFC and you're a star and other kind of stuff. And RJ's on here from a wedding, which is one of the weirdest things ever.
Yeah, how did that work? Like social distancing? It must have been a really small wedding, I would think.
What's it like a Skype wedding? Maybe, I don't know.
RJ looked very handsome in his suit. He probably doesn't want me saying that, but I saw a picture and he said it was really, really rare sight to see him all dressed up like that.
Was it one of those tuxedo T-shirts?
He looked very fancy.
And was he like the water boy rolling through on the tractor with the cans pulling behind?
No, but I guess I could picture that.
RJ said they live streamed on Facebook. Okay.
Huh. Well, I guess they were in love and they did not want to put their love on hold.
So just to give you guys an update for this upcoming weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, I will most likely be doing a live stream. It's either going to be from the rail yard. I did receive notice of something unique coming through, heading north. If I could get there at the proper time to catch it, I will stream that live. If I don't miss that, if I do miss that, or if I end up filming that as a edited video, I will most likely do a camp cook video, probably out in the woods somewhere. I'll take all my gear with me, find a cozy spot in the woods, and make one of our more edible meals that most likely has meat in it. So that will be tomorrow sometime, most likely late afternoon, early evening. And of course, Sunday will be Sunday Night Live, where we'll be having another special guest. Obviously, it's not going to be Ellen since she's on tonight, but it is someone that you have seen before in my videos and on my streams. They will be joining me Sunday night as my special guest for that week. So that's what you have to look forward to on my channel for these next 2 days. Anything you want to mention on your channel other than your choo-choo video?
Other than my what video?
Choo-choo video. You said you had something with a train.
Yeah, I mean, as always, I've got stuff coming up. I do try to release something every Wednesday. Sometimes it gets crazy and it gets pushed to Thursday, but I did get 2 out this week. And then upcoming stuff, I've got some roadside finds coming up, some vehicles that I came across that are very retro and cool. So I made a little video of those. And I've got some houses and cabins that I've come across that, I could get into some of them, and others I could only film the outside. It kind of wasn't enough to make one whole video. So I've put those together with some barns and other things that I found locally into a video that will be coming out soon. And of course, I'm delving into my never-ending backlog of stuff since I can't get out very much. So you'll see some things coming out that are older, that are just things I never got to edit. Some events. I've got a Comic Con event and some other things like that. So just kind of some surprises coming up. You never know what will be popping up on the Retromantic channel, but be on the lookout, I guess. Ring that notification bell so you know when this stuff is coming out.
And choose all, that you get all the
Yeah.
notifications.
And that'll let you know if I ever decide to live stream as well. That will pop up too.
And Ashley and Rob with more super chats. And Rob says, last hear from me for donation. Thank you. I definitely appreciate all the donations. You guys are awesome. For the upcoming week, not to give too many spoilers, but those of you who have been asking how I do my disappearing, reappearing act in my videos, I'm going to do a really small tutorial showing how I do that through my editor, just to give you a very simple breakdown of it. Nothing special. You know, if that's not your type of content, feel free to skip the video. I will have a really cool adventure coming out. It's going to be a premiere, which I have to edit, hopefully in the next 2 or 3 days, and I'll have it out probably for the end of next week, which is where I went on a solo adventure through the woods and found a little bit of everything, including a pretty cool retro item, which I'll share with you privately. I'll send you a picture of it. But I'm actually pointing to you over here, and you're over here. And aside from that, I do have other uploads too coming out for the rest of the week. So next week will be 5 days of content, Monday through Friday. And looking forward to sharing all that with you guys. If you guys have any other final thoughts or questions you want to ask either one of us, do it now. Otherwise, we will be.
You can't see me. What, for your video?
Okay. That was really random. Yeah, we're going to stay on for a couple more minutes, then we're going to wrap it up here. But if anything you want to mention, feel free to do that now.
Well, Jay, maybe one day I'm going to have you on my channel, on a live stream on my channel.
I've heard that before. Ace says he wants to learn more editing secrets. We'll be watching that video. Okay. I'm not the type of person to do editing tutorials, but I'll try my best to make it easy peasy, as they say. Good night, Lisa. Good night, everyone that's leaving.
Yeah, good night, guys.
Patricia. Oh, snap, JP. One thing I want to do with you, Ellen, I'm going to make ourselves a little bit closer in the screen. I'm going to give you a high five. So we got to try to. Right, where are we at? So where are we at? There we are. All right. That works. So I do want to thank Ellen for joining me tonight as my special guest. It's always a lot of fun hanging out with her, both in person and on the streams. And it's good to share our thoughts on some of the areas down south that we've both been to. Hunbirder, JP, what's a good portable scanner? Once I get that scanner, I will do a brief review on it. If you want to check out Hunbirder, I'm not a connoisseur of scanners, so I can't really tell you what is good, what is not, but I'll give you the thoughts on the one that I do buy. But like I said, her link to her channel is in the chat area in the comments there. You could scroll up if you want to find the link to her channel, or just simply search The Red Romantic. She's also listed now under my channels tab, which I will try to pull up here. So if you go to my
tab.
What's that?
I didn't know I was under your channel's tab.
You're a recent addition. I made some modifications. Yeah, so if you go to my you're welcome. If you go to my JPVideos main screen YouTube channel, up on top you'll see home, videos, playlist, community, and channels. If you go to channels, I do have channels that says check out these channels, which is people that I support and follow and encourage you to check out as well. And you can find her channel there as well as everyone else that I have listed there as well. So
I appreciate that, Jay.
oh, it's the least I could do. You've been a good supporter, and if I could help you get some more exposure, I'm glad to do that. So otherwise, guys, I want to thank each and every one of you who came out tonight to hang out with us. It was a great time. We had well over 100 people most of the time, and it was good to relive some of the Anarchista memories with you. More importantly, though, those of you who gave me thumbs up and words of encouragement and even super chats, it means a lot to me. And you guys, like I said, are some of my favorite people I love to hang out with. If it wasn't for streaming tonight, I would just be laying on the couch watching YouTube. So I definitely had a great time hanging out with each and every one of you. But
yeah, this is a good group. It's a good chat. Everybody's really friendly and positive and fun, and I really enjoy being here and being a part of all the chats and live premiere. I get excited when I see everybody just like they were here with me.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. And like I said, in the future, I do want to have some of the viewers on here as special guests on the stream. All you have to do is have a proper smartphone or laptop with a webcam. And all you have to do is click on the link and you could join me live and talk with myself and everyone else. So if you have interest in that, be on the lookout for that. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And on behalf of myself and Retromantic, we'll see you in the next video.
Bye, you guys.
Bye. Have a good night.